Annihilation. This was a beautiful nightmare. There were,
Ooh.
there were a few parts where I was just like, oh, I'm never watching this movie again. But
You're the first person to say that because everyone else has come in and like, I got to see it again.
No,
but I love that. I live for some transparency.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that once you burn me once, I'm not coming back. I'm gonna read the book now so I can.
You should
get
read
a
the book.
clearer
Oh, that's
understanding
really dope. Yeah.
of it, and then I'm good. You ladies were amazing though. So when you read about the Shimmer and you realized that you were going to be walking into the Shimmer, what was your initial reaction?
I was so hungry to work in science fiction for so many reasons. A, because particularly post-seeing Ex Machina, truthfully, I was like a newborn sci-fi fan. Yeah. All the movies that I had like previously dismissed, didn't think would be my jam, I suddenly wanted to watch. And none of them were as compelling as Ex Machina was to me personally.
Wow.
So I wanted to enter any world of Alex Garland's.
Okay.
But then for it to be this world that was so riveting, so many questions, even in the book, the nature of the Shimmer and what's happening in this landscape, I thought was so incredible. But I was just ready for science fiction, and particularly I think as like a young woman of color, I really want to see, if it's not me, I want to see someone like me in those spaces, because I just think I love it, so I was ready. I was like, sign me all the way up.
And I live for a story that transcends needing to explain why a woman of color is okay to live in this world.
Yeah.
I am so living for a story that transcends why a woman is capable of doing this. And that's what it was. I read a story where it was like, these women have decided to go into the Shimmer. They've decided to go on this mission, and that was it. Yeah. It wasn't like, because I'm a Puerto Rican woman, I know I can do this. It was just we all know that. We all know that. So it's nice to be a part of a story that is for the genre, not to make all these declarations that we should be living in already. This normalized world that we should be living in already.
No, I totally
this it's about time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? I live for a story that does that, where I can say I got to just be a storyteller.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was so dope.
That was dope. Reading the byline, biologist leads her team of females into this abyss. It sounds amazing, but it really ends up being something that I'll never ever forget in life.
Thank you.
So when you read the script and you realized that you yourself had to walk into the Shimmer, what was going through your head?
Well, it was really incredible to read the script because I don't think I've ever read anything like it. It was it had this really eerie, terrifying tone.
Yes.
And then had 5 women in the middle of it that were complex, fierce, interesting characters facing their own demons, and it was just such a great opportunity to get to make a piece like this.
Absolutely. What was it like working on such a beautiful set? It was like a beautiful nightmare almost. Watching it from this point, I've never really been glued to a screen that I didn't want to be glued to, because I want to walk out. I was like, this is just too much. Once the bear, monkey, dog thing came out, that was it for me. I was just like, I'm okay on this. But what was it like seeing all of that come to life on set?
It was incredible to get to see how the production design team decorated and created an exterior, because you're used to seeing them create the White House for Jackie, or them create like a dance studio in Black Swan, but to see them dress a forest, to make a forest, you don't never think about that, adding plants and creating these kind of hybrid flowers, and it was really, really beautiful. And it was lucky to have practical things to look at, not just like a green screen that you just see later, which there are computer-generated effects in addition, but we also did have a lot to look at in real life when we were shooting.
Wow. In real life, would you walk into the Shimmer?
I don't know. It definitely depends on where I am in my life. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to depend on where I'm at in my life.
Well, you're right now, here in your life.
No, okay, so that's what I'm saying. Okay, so right now, in my life, would I walk into the Shimmer? Because I'm needed? I need to know this. I need to know the terms.
I know, I need to know the terms.
Yeah, no,
if I was
I
a scientist that maybe could solve it,
That's
yes,
what I'm
I
saying.
would. But otherwise, I'm heading into the Shimmer at 85. Here we go.
Yes, thank you. Samesies, yeah.
That was a
with
big
a
battle.
boa,
Just
Vogue walking
ready to go.
Right, let's
matching
go.
the Shimmer.
Done. Yeah,
Let's
I'm ready
do
to,
In a purple and blue gown.
But today, no.
No, I get it.
No, I'm gonna stay.
That's perfect. Watching it, I was just like, see, Natalie was trying to find out what was going on with her husband.
She was.
And the other girls are like, we ain't doing nothing. So I was just like, okay. So in real life.
No, we got that story.
I was doing
Well,
something. I was
not
taking
nothing,
samples.
but y'all were just like, this is what we honestly were made and built and created to do. We going into Shimmer.
Well, I think also they all had some darkness, some sadness that would make you more available to that. And there are plenty of people in this country and globally that wake up and they're like, I don't know why I'm living.
Yep, 100%.
And there are days where you might know why you're living and you're still like, today this is hard. Like, give me a Shimmer. So I think I can understand that. Yeah.
I loved that answer because I feel that.
Yeah, that's true. That's a true thing.
It was wonderful meeting you, ladies.
Thank you.
It's making something new.
Annihilation. Rated R. February 23rd.